WAY 31 meteorologist Grace Anello, and Anello Answers It is back this week, and with the start of some hurricanes forming in the Atlantic and Pacific, we're talking about the Saffir-Simpson scale. This is the scale we use to tell us the wind speed and the size of our hurricanes, and we also use it to tell us how damaging they could be. Well, let's start with a Category 1 hurricane. This has winds of up to 95 miles per hour. With a Category 1, we typically see damage to trees and power lines, as well as some external home features such as gutters or some outdoor landscaping that you may have. Well, a Category 4, here we up the wind speed to 110 miles per hour. At this point, we're talking about injury to potential humans, livestock if you have a farm, and we could see some flying debris in the area from some structures that have been lodged loose. Now next we talk about a Category 3 hurricane. Here we start to see real bending of trees, even some structural damage could happen here. Our winds in this area, 125 mile an hour max there. A lot of structural damage, some damage to power lines could be taking place with a Category 3 hurricane. By the time we bump to a Category 4, unfortunately, the damage is catastrophic. The winds with the Category 4 hurricane up to 156 miles per hour. We can see plenty of trees lost, interior flooding, and storm surge starts to become a major concern with the Category 4 hurricane. And unfortunately, by the time we get to a Category 5, the damage is pretty rough. We're talking about winds here of north of 157 miles per hour. You can see stable structures such as homes even be flattened, and landscapes and terrains look nothing like they absolutely used to. Unfortunately, this damage is quite strong. Well, let's talk about the last few seasons. The year 2020, like it was in so many other ways, was a record season for us. We saw 30 named storms. 14 of them did become hurricanes and 7 became major. That means they were a Category 3, 4, or 5. Well, let's look at 2022. The prediction is 20 named storms, and so far we've reached 2 of those. We're predicting 5 of those storms to become major hurricanes, and we're starting early. Hurricane Bonnie, forming in the Pacific, is expected to become a major hurricane by the end of its lifespan. Well, there you go. That's the Saffir-Simpson scale, and that's how you can know what to expect with your different categories of hurricanes. You can call this question answered by Anello.